Hey guys and girls, how's it going? TheGenXGamer here bringing you guys another video, and I have some awesome news on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's weapons, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so Game Informer recently released some news on the weapons in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So I know we've been waiting on this for a while. You know, with all this space talk and the new trailers we've seen at E3 and all this stuff, we've just been kind of having some questions on what kind of guns and weapons and lethals and tacticals and stuff are we going to have in this game. And it's nice to know that there are some compromises to those of us who want a sort of more boots on the ground type older style Call of Duty game. They did still bring back some really cool stuff. So it doesn't look too bad. So let's get into it. So there are 4 manufacturers for the game this time. The first one is called Kendall Ballistics, and Kendall Ballistics is going to be your more traditional weapon manufacturer. So they're going to do kind of like the weapons that we recognize as Call of Duty fans from the previous games and things like that. And one of the ones that they mentioned is the M4 series. So you guys remember from like Black Ops, we have the M4A1 in Black Ops 3, so this game we have the M8A7, all those types of burst fire guns and all the other, you know, classes of guns that we recognize. This company is going to be the one that they build. Except, to make it more futuristic, they're adding OLED displays and GPS displays to the guns and things like that. So, I'm picturing something kind of like the P08 sniper rifle from Black Ops 3. You know how when you kind of look into the scope, it's not like your typical scope, it's got like this sort of computer setup on there that kind of like locks in on the enemies, kind of shows you where they are with the little arrows and stuff. So I'm thinking it's going to be something kind of like that. If you guys remember, like a lot of this stuff kind of sounds similar to that, so I mean it does seem pretty cool. I like that they do have like a typical weapon manufacturer for the game, so it does still remind us of some of the older games and things, which is really cool for sure. So now the second manufacturer is called Mishima. Mishima does your budget energy weapons, guys. Budget energy weapons, that sounds like a joke to me. I mean, how can you make energy weapons on a budget? I have no clue. But they do it. So these are going to be like your high energy, fast firing weapons. Really cool thing with this is they have multiple functionality. So you can let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments section. I'd love to hear it. But the guns that this company builds are like submachine guns that can also be used as a shotgun. It's crazy. So because they use energy bullets, which is very ambiguous in the term of what that means, but they use energy, and what that means is you can basically tilt the gun, and there's some process for it, but you can, you know, shoot off some quick rounds as a submachine gun, tilt it, do something, and then shoot the rest of your energy stuff as a shotgun charge, which is sick. I don't know, I think that's pretty exciting. It sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. I don't know how that's gonna work in multiplayer versus campaign, or if that's just more of a campaign thing, because it does sound like it could become a little bit unbalanced. I don't know, but we'll see what happens, of course, when this doesn't say anything specific to multiplayer or campaign. So this could, of course, some of these could be exclusive to campaign, we don't know yet. But the third one is gonna be called Fujiwara, and these guys, so if Mishima are your budget energy weapons, these guys are, like, according to them, the Ferrari of energy weapons. So this is your high class, high end, super high up energy weapons, which are gonna be things like, so they do extravagant designs and high-tech options. So I'm wondering if maybe like, you know how like in the Black Ops 3 campaign now we have that sort of like general control center, like where you load in the game and then you're in this little room and you can go look at all your achievements and different things and mess with your class setups and stuff. Maybe for this game it'll be like on the space station, which would be really sick, and like you can go around and mess with your classes, and you know, you can choose which companies to buy weapons and stuff from, maybe, or do some customization that way. That would be really, really sick. It's kind of like a little ordering system. You get online and you order a gun from them and you get to receive it and stuff. I don't know, we'll see what happens. That definitely sounds like a very campaign-y type thing though. And so one of the examples they provide for their gun is called the Mod 2, and it's like a submachine gun It's like that's like mid to long range, but can be rotated and pulled to become dual-wield pistols. It's crazy, guys. Like, I mean, you can turn a submachine gun into dual-wield pistols now. Like, that's nuts. But like that kind of sounds a little bit like campaign to me. I don't know how that would work in multiplayer if you can maintain the balance of the guns with stuff like that. But it'll be definitely interesting to see what they do, for sure. And now our fourth and fifth companies, they kind of go together. It's called EDI and Atomic Dynamics, which is just crazy names. But what they do is they do experimental weapons and secret prototypes. So a little bit of FBI, CIA stuff, you know, Defense Department stuff for sure. So these are like your heavy hitter weapons, and the EDI is more of like high quality stuff, while Atomic Dynamics are more of your raw sort of guns, raw materials. They do rail guns and charge weapons and stuff like that. It's gonna be interesting. They said there's a lot of like dynamic aspects of the way you can use these charged weapons, where like you can, you know, shoot some of your clip as a submachine gun and then throw it in as a shotgun and finish off the blast with a shotgun, and sort of throw your little energy pack into a recharger while you're, so I suppose like you can just keep pulling them out. It's like recycled bullets, if you will. It's definitely very interesting. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we see like a true multiplayer trailer, because of course we haven't seen that. We've only seen the campaign trailer during E3. And also, Game Informer does confirm that there are going to be customizations for the guns, guys. So there are still going to be camos and all sorts of, who knows what else they could add with all this futuristic technology. Maybe you could throw on different screens, different attachments to help you out. You have no idea when you have electrically, whatever energy charged weapons they're using, what kind of attachments you could put on that. It might be really cool. I don't know. I'm one of those people, I'll definitely give it a shot before I knock it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, how you feel about all these new information we're hearing about the new trailer we saw at E3, stuff like that. They are definitely going to have lethals and tactical weapons for this game as well. Of course, it's Call of Duty, it better have, you know, your grenades and stuff. And they are going to do small anti-gravity pocket grenades, or one of the lethals, I suppose, or tacticals. Instead of like a concussion grenade, it creates an anti-gravity pocket, which is crazy. If you saw in the trailer, or like the little gameplay thing they showed us, that's where it sort of immobilizes an enemy, and they're unable to move, basically. You can just get them free target, which is kind of like concussion grenades and stuff like that. So I guess it's just a more futuristic version of that. There are going to be riot shields coming back, as well as seeker grenades. Now, I don't know, that just sounds kind of cheap to me. I don't know if that'll be in multiplayer, because that's too easy. These things will travel on walls, like slide along walls and do all sorts of crazy crap and find the target that you're going for, which is nuts. I don't know if that'll really make it into multiplayer. That sounds like a little bit of cheating to me, but anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all this new information we keep getting. This definitely puts some more perspective on the game for sure, and we'll see what happens. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.